Hey everyone, it's Krystallee here. So you can only recover from hearing for someone driving in, drilling down, repeating harsh words to you with this 3-step process. And listen in, because this really could help you start deciding what you need to do, deciding to take action on yourself, because you're starting to believe the words. You believe that they're true. They're getting past the gatekeeper of your mind, and you are allowing these harsh words to define who you are, the person that you are, your values, your code of ethics, how you choose to operate, the things that you think of yourself, the way you see yourself in the mirror. It's all starting to become a reality. It's soaking in. And your mind allows things to soak in. It's like a sponge. It lets everything soak in. And it allows your critical thinking to decipher it all, to categorize it and store it in your mind. And essentially what it's doing is taking this all in subconsciously and holding it there until something similar happens, or some similar harsh words come up, or a situation may occur, and these words are being said again, and that belief system, that behavior gets triggered within you. So what you want to do is, with these harsh critical words, is get some help. And how you want to start doing that is speaking with somebody about these, because you've allowed it into your world by letting it seep in, and you're starting to believe it. You're starting to think that this is the way you are. You are what they say that you are. Somewhere deep down, you know it's not true, but this is what you're thinking right now, because you're in a vulnerable state where you have just let everything in, and it's taking a mental toll on you. It's changing your identity. It's messing with you on such a deep level that you start to lose yourself in the process. So you want to work through these beliefs that you've inherited, that you already soaked in, and you want to start to release them. And that first step is looking at these words, these harsh words that you've been told, that you start believing, that you are seeing reflect back at you in the mirror. And we need to look at those words to see, okay, does this really serve you? Or are you really this person that you've been defined as? Yes or no? And work through on a deep level, and some interesting things rise up. Could even date back all the way to childhood, where your mind just kept you safe from something that happened before, and now you're auto-programmed to allow these harsh critical words into your life, into your world right now, and it's the way you're losing yourself in the process. So it could be things that have happened way long ago that just show up, but we won't know until we start doing the detective work on how these harsh words are resonating with you, what they're doing and triggering within you, and actually to understand if they're real beliefs of yours or not. And secondly, we want to let them go. If they're not your true beliefs, we want to let them go. And how do you let them go? Because they're replaying all the time in your mind. It's like that toy box, right? Once you crank it up, eventually it'll pop up, and that thought would be in your mind. So we want to gently let it go by releasing it. And in order to do that on a neurological level, we have to make a deal. Deal or no deal. You know that TV show? I mean, I never really watched it much, but I know you have to make a deal with it. You have to decide, can you let it go? Then, third but not least, we have to reinstall what you truly believe, what you truly think. What you feel inside is authentic. This is how you start reconnecting with yourself. It's becoming more clear who that person is below all those harsh words, who that person is truly deep down inside that allowed years and years of conditions to allow them to give up their power, their individuality, to somebody else and believe them. There's nothing wrong with you in doing that. But at the same time, if you stay that way, you will lose yourself further and further, and recovery could be difficult. You could have difficulty recovering if you leave this any longer than it already has been going on for. So if you're in that state right now, that this is happening, you see that, these harsh words are still resonating in your mind. You're still thinking about them. You can get past everything else. You can probably get past if there's infidelity, you can get past that, or, some mistreatment or some physicalities going on. You can get past all that, but it's the harsh words that stick because they go into your mind. Your mind soaks it all up. That's what your subconscious state does. And that's why we have to work within the subconscious state where this is all categorized and stored. And we access that in order to release it. Then in order to install something, we have to let something go. It's like a computer. You have to uninstall what's not working and install what you want. It's the same thing. Sorry to compare your brain to a computer motherboard, but it's similar, just to give your mind a picture of how it works. So when you're looking at what you want to install, it's very important to know, what are these values and characteristics of my own self that define who I am, that make me who I am, that create this uniqueness within me. It's entering that discovering phase again, which is actually very exciting. Scary, but exciting all at the same time. You feel nervous, but it's also exciting. And actually, it's the same emotion being felt differently with the breath. Being in fear, you hold the breath. Being excited, you breathe through it. You allow the breath. So, if you want to get through those harsh words, first we need to work on it deep in the mind where it all began, where you allowed it to come in. We need to release it and let it go. And then we need to reframe it to be exactly what you believe, your truth, so you can stand in your power, speak up and advocate for yourself, and know that there will be challenges that come down the pipeline. It's now your new way of responding to them. And I'll give you a quick little phrase that you can use when somebody's coming at you. You want to put the words back at them. You want to say, I'm sorry, are you trying to hurt me by saying X, Y, Z? Insert what they're saying. Because, it doesn't hurt me and it has no effect on me. And this is how you can respond back to them, by using their words, pushing it back on them so they can hear in their mind that they've said something that could be hurtful, and it causes them to reflect on their behaviors and what they're saying. So I hope you're able to get some value of that today. I'll see you soon.